What is up YouTube, it's Kingfisher745, and in this video, I'm going to go ahead and do my review of the Maggia Set. Many of you have been asking about it, and I finally completed it. So we'll first look at what each individual set piece does. Then of course we'll use it in PvP. And along the way I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. Now the very first piece of the set is going to be the one you get from the research. So this comes directly from the task list. This item is the Maggia targeting device. It's a debuff tech gadget, and it's a quick action. Plus it's subtle so it does not trigger most status effects. Its strength is, with another piece of the set, it applies flank to your enemy and epiphany to your agent. Epiphany causes your next attack to be a guaranteed crit. Then it's also going to place pinpoint target. Attacks against this target are guaranteed to hit, and distraction. Next single target attack has a 50% chance to miss, so that's going to go on your enemy. The pinpoint target will come in very handy throughout the entire match, and that epiphany is going to help out whichever piece you decide to use next. One great option for that is going to be the Captain's Fist. It's a slashing melee unarmed attack. It has deadly crits, so it'll deal extra damage on a critical hit. It also has high crits, follow-up attack, so chance to perform a second attack. What this is going to mean with the flanked is, you can actually hit twice with the Captain's Fist, and then you'll still do your brawl afterwards. It's a pretty vicious triple attack. Then the fist strength is, if you have another set piece, it exploits combos and exploits attrition. In other words, this weapon can really pack a punch. It's also going to apply combo setup and bleeding to the target. Then lastly, it has juiced up. Even though that's cut off, it basically says attacks that have a chance to reduce you to 0 have a chance to reduce you to 1% instead. So it could in fact end up saving your agent's life. That's a lot to have on one weapon. So it's a great choice, especially for single target damage. Next up we have the Maidman, our AoE attack weapon. This is a ranged gun attack. It also has deadly crits. Plus its strength is, when another piece of the Maja Set is equipped, it applies morale boost to your team. In essence, it increases all of your stats. On top of that, it applies bleeding, ISO 8 corruption, so taking damage every turn, all stats are reduced, and this effect can be applied 3 times. Plus it also causes burning. With deadly crits and all those dots, this is a great AoE weapon. Plus a morale boost, yeah, this could definitely be worth equipping. So if you're looking to mix and match, so far they're all a great option with the targeting device. But we're not done there. The fourth and final piece is the hammer pistol. This is the gold weapon, so it costs 64 gold. Of course though, you can also research it. And here's why you should. This weapon has deadly crits, high crits. Its strength is, it gains combo breaker with another set piece. Really, we could just stop right there. Another option for combo breaker. That's going to be practically a must-have for many of you. By the way, since this weapon does pack a punch also, I've actually seen it pretty much take out a Rocket and Union Jack team all by itself. It's really amazing. Hopefully we can duplicate that here. But on top of everything, it applies Rattled, so taking extra damage from counter and follow-up attacks, plus Cognitive Strain. The next action executed becomes locked out for 1 round. However, it does not lock out counterattacks or trigger off of counters. Now just to let you know, as we go into our first fight, I've had a little bit of time with this. That is the entire set. And since getting it, I've pretty much won non-stop with it. That's right, with just this set and the cube. So none of those other fancy things were even needed. This thing won over and over again on attack. Right there, that means it's worthy of praise. It may be lost once or twice in 50 battles. Just an absolute powerhouse. But hey, we'll try it out in PvP and I'll see if I can show you exactly what this set can do. As we go through the matches, I do want to talk about the individual pieces more. First of all, that targeting device is great. It works well with any of the other set pieces, and of course it provides a quick action. Because of its utility and being a quick action, it may be the piece you want to use with something like the hammer pistol, if you're only looking to use two parts of the set. The hammer pistol you're already seeing go to work, and it actually does a ton of damage at some points. I'm talking near knockout damage. Of course it matters what buffs your agent has and what debuffs the enemy has, but it can definitely knock someone out, and that's just on an interrupt. So I guess we're skipping to that piece next. I would say it should be the first thing you try to research, and if you can't get enough parts, which can be difficult, just spend the remaining gold to buy what parts you need. It should still end up being much cheaper than 64 gold. And right there you'll have it and the targeting device, and you'll be good to go. However, moving on to the Captain's Fist, it actually is a very solid attack. On our agent's turn, first I'll use the targeting device, and we'll use that on the enemy agent. Next, I'm going to use the Blackest Void. Just about any other time I would have used that Captain's Fist, but the enemy team had a shield and I wanted it gone. Like I said though at the beginning, it can get a follow-up attack. It does incredible initial damage, but the follow-up is going to hit just as hard, assuming it crits. And then you still can get your brawl if the enemy is flanked. That's a big triple attack, and most enemies really can't last through that much damage. Because of that, and I guess the fact that there's so many bruiser safeguard agents out there that are going to protect anyways, I do like it more than the Maidman. Although the Maidman definitely has great applications. Also though, when I say that, I do mean for damage. The Maidman is still incredible, and we haven't even brought the morale boost into focus. But speaking as, probably what I'm going to attack with, the Protect Agent does make the difference a lot of times. Because the Maidman's attack is pretty awesome. I mean, come on, it's an AoE attack that has 3 amazing debuffs, including that ISO corruption. So if you need an AoE debuff weapon, that could be a go-to. So say you have like a beast team, or you're lucky enough to have that scroll of Rutmaroth or whatever. The overpowered one that I don't have, yeah. Well, the gun could be for you. Who am I kidding though? I don't know if I can take any of these pieces off my bar. That's saying a lot about this set. It was very well designed, and hopefully they don't nerf anything, because as it stands, it's one of my favorite sets made. If you're asking which piece you should make second after the pistol, that's a very tough choice. I guess ultimately, well, you should hold out hope for winning it on the daily roulette, but maybe go with the Maidman, that is for the morale boost. Plus it's going to be the cheapest as far as parts. Alright, now in this second fight, we get to begin with my agent, so we'll start by using the targeting device. And we're actually going to use that on Rocket. He's my most hated on this team, so we're going to put that flanked on him. Now in this special case, and since we used the targeting device on Rocket, we're going to go ahead and use the Maidman. And so you can see what ends up happening, typically if you try to use it that first round. Plus, by the way, it has a huge cooldown, so you may not want to do that. The enemy team, of course, because they're set up to do this, is trying to do a bunch of attacks, and they're going to eat some hammer pistol. With the hammer pistol, you don't exactly need Iron Fist, but he's there for prevent debuffs, heals, and stamina recharge. Having an extra combo breaker is kind of awesome though. Anyways, we're finally going to get to our attack. And now you see the Maidman does okay damage, plus it's going to dot up the enemy of course. And to follow it up, we had a decent hammer pistol as well. So we interrupt the agent once again. After the enemy agent attacks, his health is going to dip way down. That is to 1810. So on Iron Fist turn, we'll use Short Fuse, then just our basic level 1 to hopefully finish him off. Rocket's definitely in trouble after this because he is flanked. So we'll start work on him as soon as this agent's knocked out. And there he goes. the match and the video isn't going to be that much longer, so like I said about the Maggia set, if you haven't already got the hint, it's awesome and you should try to get the entire thing. At the very least, hopefully you got the targeting device from the task list, and then you should build the hammer pistol. Right there you'll have an awesome 2-piece combo. Just check out that interrupt damage, it drops Union Jack. So yeah, it's always a good idea to have combo breaker, especially that hard of hitting one. And as for the other pieces, what can I say? You have the targeting device, a great quick action that applies flanked, the Captain's Fist that does great damage, and does follow-up attacks. Plus it could save your agent's life. And a great AoE weapon that provides morale boost and powerful dots. What more could you ask for? The Maja set gets a thumbs up and my seal of approval. So go out and get it. You have about 7 days left and I wish you luck. As for this video, I want to thank you all for watching. Ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck and take care.